I'm about to interview Dylan, who is a VVS student who has just passed both the challenge and the verification with my Forex funds, as well as doing well on the accelerated model. As in all my videos, I have timestamps below, so feel free to skip around as you like. I always recommend you watch the whole thing, of course. If you're interested in joining VVS, don't forget to use the top link in the description below and use the code VVS when you check out. That's going to give you a discount with it. And if you want to get started with my Forex funds, I have 3 different discounts depending on which of the 3 models you use. If you're using the first one, the challenge, use the code VVSC. If you're using the accelerated one, use the VVSA code. And lastly, if you were going to use the rapid evaluation, or the non-evaluation, just the rapid model with my Forex funds, use the code VVS2021. All right, so I am here with Dylan. Dylan is a very excellent student within VVS Academy. I'm so happy to have you on. Thanks so much for coming on. Can you please go ahead and introduce yourself?
So my name is Dylan. As you said, I'm 21 years old, and I'm from Spain. And yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. And thanks to you for letting me come in here.
All right, let's go ahead and look at your challenge first, then we'll go over to your verification, and lastly with your accelerated accounts. Let's go ahead and start with your challenge account.
So here's my challenge panel. This is phase 1, and here, as you can see, I took my first trade was a negative trade because I think I saw a very good opportunity because I only trade Wyckoff. We'll get to my strategy later if you want. And I took a trade and I got stopped out, but I only risked 0.5% because I wasn't 100% sure of this trade, and also it was a trade that I set a limit and I went to sleep, so I don't really trust those trades to risk 1%. But yeah, after that, I took the rest of the trades were on GJ, I think, GBP JPY, and those were perfect. I risked 1% on each trade, and as you can see here, I passed the challenge in 4 days, 4 trading days, so I had to wait 6 more trading days to pass it. And yeah, that was my journey for the phase 1.
I definitely know the feeling. It feels so nice to have pretty much a guaranteed pass once you hit the profit target and just have to wait out the rest of trading days. I'm sure it's such a good feeling.
Yeah, it's a very good feeling.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and go on over to your verification phase, your phase 2.
All right, so phase 2 is this one. This is the panel, and I'm right now in phase 2 because I passed it in 2 days, in 2 trading days, as you can see. I took one trade, which we will see later, from EUSD, and which I made 4.5% on this one. And then I made the other 0.5% on trade on gold. It was a very safe trade, but only one risk to reward ratio. And yeah, now I'm waiting for the minimum 10 trading days, and that's it. I take 0.1 lot size trades just to pass these 10 days. So if you want, we can watch. We can see my Euro USD trade.
Yeah, we'll check that out in just a second. But one thing before you, I see on here your total lots traded. It says 11.779. It's pretty interesting how it has 3 digits there.
Yes, because I use a lot size calculator instead of MT4. So my lot sizes aren't round numbers sometimes.
Gotcha. Very cool. Well, only 11 lots to pass the whole challenge. You're definitely not over leveraging. I definitely can appreciate that. Well done.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and check out this trade that you used to pass, and then we'll go over to the accelerated model.
So this is the USD chart that I was looking. I think it was, as you can see here, it was around 7:30 p.m. In my country, in Spain, and I was about to go to sleep in like 4 or 5 hours. So I just don't take trades in nighttime because I'm sleeping, and I like to look for confirmations. And I saw this Wyckoff accumulation here and this backup. I only tried the Wyckoff accumulations, and I set a limit here at this backup. And as you can see here, the next morning trade went smoothly. I made 4.5%. I wish I held the trade a little bit more so I could pass the challenge in one trade, but I set my TP and it was hit. So I was very happy to see that. And then in the nighttime, I think I don't have any picture of that trade. I took a 1 risk to reward ratio trade on gold. a very safe one just to pass the challenge and make it happen.
That's so cool that you're able to be able to use the skills that you're learning to be able to implement them. And I mean, look at that entry. That's an absolutely insane entry. It looks like you had near zero drawdown on that particular trade.
So also I have to say, well, one thing is that I have an accelerated account apart from the evaluation, so that I can make some profit while I'm passing the evaluation. And I used a trade copier to copy my trades from the big account to the small account, so I can take the same trades, and that way I can have some profits from the trades.
This is so cool because you are also getting paid for that, but then you're also getting paid because of my Forex funds. You get paid during the challenge, during the verification phases. So you're actually going to receive that challenge payment from really soon, which is pretty exciting as well.
Yes. So here I have two payments that I got from my Forex funds from the accelerated account.
Mhm.
So I ordered a 2,000 account, which is the cheapest one. It's around $1,000, I think. And on the first week, I made a 5%. So I got paid the 50% of this, and I got paid $53. And the second week, I made another 5%. So I got paid $56. And as I reached the 10% objective, I got my account scaled. So now I have a 4K account. And this week I managed to get another 5%, so which is quite good. So I hope that next week I can maybe have my account scaled up again.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. And all this for, you said it was only $100 to enter.
Yes, $100. Yes.
Wow, that's a really good deal. So you obviously did a fantastic job. So I'd love to hear more about both the mental side of things and also how you learned this, how you're able to implement these skills into your trading, how you're able to profit so well.
So I started with you guys, I think 2 months ago, and I started learning the smart money concepts and Wyckoff with you. And I understood the concepts, but what really was wrong with me it was the psychology, as a lot of traders say. Psychology is not 50% or 40%. It's like 90% of trading for me at least, because I didn't have a set trading plan. I had it in my mind. So the thing I did was to write down my trading plan and follow it 100%. And for example, what really helped me too, I have a loss limit per day. So for example, if I lose 2%, I stop trading. And if I make a good trade, for example, and if I make a 3-4%, I stop trading for a day. Even if I see a really clear setup or something, I stop. So that way I can secure my profits and and I have a very good risk management that way. And also I had to work a lot on my patience, because I was really impatient. I started before I traded like 4 or 5 times a day, and it was really messed up with me. So I started only focusing on trading Wyckoff schematics and waiting for really good setups. And that's what made me progress a lot. So since I changed my psychology and started following my plan 100%, that's what changed my trading career, to be honest. So psychology, guys, focus on psychology because it's very important.
Gotcha. And I'm sure you learned a lot of this from Augusto, aka Smart Money Source. I'll have his YouTube tag up here. That being said, if someone's looking to get started in advancing their trading abilities, where would be the best place, or what is the best strategy for them to go about doing that?
Well, I started learning about smart money from another YouTube channels, but I didn't really understand it. It didn't get in my mind. So when I discovered Augusto, he explains it much better than everyone else I've seen, and that's my honest opinion. So, and I started watching his YouTube videos, and I really recommend him because he explained very good. And I think he has a playlist with videos, so you can progress little by little. And yeah, I think it's smart money is the best the way that worked for me. And then I joined your membership, and which is quite awesome because of the course, the live sessions, one-on-ones. That's what really helped me to understand it. And yeah, so I would recommend people to start watching Augusto on YouTube because the guy he's awesome explaining and trading, and he proves that he knows what he's doing every day. So yeah, shout out to Augusto.
Well, awesome. Thanks so much for coming on here. If people are interested in hearing more about you or more or being able to see your trades in particular, where can they find you?
So my Instagram is Dylan_SW. You will write it down in the description. And I don't share anything from trading. I only share photos from my life. So if you want to follow me, that's my Instagram. And I also recommend you to join a Discord server from VVS Academy. And you will find me here, and I can help you as all of the members can, because we are a really good community, and we share a lot of ideas, we share a lot of advices, and I really recommend you to join.
Well, awesome. Thanks so much for coming on, and I'm happy to do another interview once you get a first payout.
Yeah, all right. It would be a real pleasure for me to come again, and I see you soon, I hope.
Thanks so much for making the video. I really appreciate it. Huge shout out to Dylan. If you go onto the Discord, he is going to be Forex on there. That's going to be his Discord tag, so be sure to look out for him. He's an amazing trader with an extremely bright future. So happy to have him in the community. I really appreciate having him on. If you guys want to have him on again once he gets a first payout, let me know in the comments below. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments below as well. My Forex Funds is definitely an amazing prop firm. They were also #1 in my recent new top 7 best prop firms video. And I also just passed my own personal challenge that I took with my Forex funds. I'll make a video on that very soon. I also started my own prop firm, The Fun Trader, and you can see a video on that right here. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.